What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill, and as always, I'm back at you with another video. Let's get right into it, all right? Chosen ones focusing on themselves is high-level stuff. Let's get into it, all right? When you guys focus on yourselves and you don't react to these people and their foolishness, okay, you've now become an agent for the light. You're a soldier for good, okay? Because you are slaying them and destroying them and making them fizzle up inside when you don't pay attention to them and you don't focus on them. People watch us a lot more than they should. I know you guys are feeling that, right? I know you guys are feeling people watching you, people paying attention to you a lot more than normal, right? And they just don't seem to want to leave you alone. Because what I've noticed, I know you guys have noticed this too, is when you go to do certain things, there's always the same people doing the same thing, right? Like the Truman Show, almost like a movie, and it's harassment. Okay, it's like low key harassment, low key stalking, and what people will do is whenever you go do something, or say you go to pull out your driveway, before you pull out your driveway, say a car passes by. And every time you go to pull out your driveway, that same car passes by. After a while, you'd be like, wait a minute. Or every time you pull out your driveway and pull up at the stop sign, the same car goes by every time you pull up at the stop sign. Or every time you go to cross the intersection, the same car turns almost every time before you go. Almost like clockwork. Like clockwork. But when you focus on yourself and you don't pay attention to them, it destroys the whole plan. Because they are so bent out of shape when you don't pay attention to them, and they're so caught up on trying to get attention from you that when you don't pay them any mind, when you don't allow the negative energy to transfer to you, when you don't allow yourself to be bothered by them, their whole whatever they try to do is pointless. They're just another person just passing by. No matter how many times they try to harass you, no matter how many times they try to get in your head, no matter how many times they try to make you see them, because that's what it is. Okay, you guys are real important, and your attention is really worth something. All right, your attention is really important to people, and they are they're almost going about it in a demonic way to try to get your attention, because you won't focus on them, and because you don't give them your attention, and because they want your attention. It's more because they want your attention, and when you don't give them your attention, the harder they go. So they want your attention really bad, and when you don't give it to them, the harder they're going to go. The more you focus on yourself and act like they're not there, their ego is going to start to lose it, all right? Because their narcissism is going to start to show, all right? And they're just going to start to try to get you to pay attention to them a whole lot more, and they're going to try to get your attention a whole lot more. And this could be really frustrating, because you're going to you're wondering why it's happening. You're wondering why they're doing it to you. You're wondering why these people won't just leave you alone. And you really just want your peace. You really just want people to just go about their day and not bother you, because it would seem odd and seem weird to think that people are moving around you, like they're surrounding their day around you, like they're revolving themselves around you. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that you feel like the whole world is revolving around you, Well, it low key is. It pretty much is. All right. It's not that we feel or we think the world is revolving around us. The world does revolve around chosen ones. Because whenever we step out, we're the energy. All right. We're the main focus point. Okay. Everybody's paying attention to us. So like when we go out, people act weird and people come near us and try to get attention and try to get seen because people want to be seen by us. People want our attention. We make people feel really good and our attention is really valuable, and that makes a lot of people feel some type of way. Some people they feel good about it. Other people, they get jealous about it. That's where you get people trying to run you off the road. That's where you get people almost trying to hit you with their car because you won't look at them or you're not paying attention to them. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but just because I was standing there minding my business, or I'm walking somewhere, or I'm going somewhere and I'm minding my business, and I wasn't looking at somebody on purpose because I'm focused where I'm going, I done had people try to like do weird stuff. All right, not gonna speak anything into existence, but I'm pretty sure you guys could guess what I'm talking about. And it's like the more you focus on yourself, the weirder they get. It's like they almost try to hurt you sometimes. They get more evil. You see their demons pop out, and it's just like, why are you so worried about one person? Why are you so focused on one person? It's because you guys are chosen and you guys are special and you guys have a gift and you guys are supposed to be you guys are supposed to be allowing God to work with you and for you in your life. All right. When people are doing weird things around you and people are trying to get you to pay attention to them and it's weird and you know it's something special, you know it's something unique about you, you know it's something different about you. All right. Whenever you step out, it feels like people are trying to follow you and watch you and get in your head and try to steal your attention. You're supposed to be going to God and you're supposed to be moving with God. All right. Because God's going to help you focus on yourself. God's going to help you take your mind off of these people. And he's going to help you pay attention to you. And he's going to help you get through this because this isn't normal. All right. This isn't normal behavior. It's not normal for people to stalk other people. It's not normal for people to try to get in somebody's head and try to mess with somebody's sanity. All right. But the thing is, when you don't allow them to mess with your sanity, you start to develop a super bionic level of focus. Okay. And your focus is at a military it's at a military standard. All right, or it's at like a military level. All right, your focus is at a military level. And when you have that high level of focus, you're going to start to get the attention of higher level people, okay, higher level entities, whether it's on a spiritual level or whether these people are paying attention to you because you're mirroring that type of energy, like you're mirroring a soldier to them or you're mirroring like some type of elite person because your behavior and how you're carrying yourself, you're not carrying yourself like the average person. You're not paying attention to everything that you see. You're not focused on everybody. You're not in the matrix. You're just focused on what you're doing. When you're focused like that, people pay attention to that and they see that. All right, you think you're just super focused, focusing on yourself. People are watching you and they're seeing you pay attention to what you're doing. Like you're at war, like you're on a mission. All right, y'all probably have had people say that to you. It looks like you're on a mission. Okay. They actually think that you're on a mission, and you are. You're on a mission for God. You're on your purpose. You're on your duty for the Lord, for your higher purpose, for your higher calling. And all you're doing is working on what God has brought you here to do and what God brought you here to be in this life. But they're the age, the agents of darkness got to come around and they got to pop out and they got to see what you're doing. They got to watch what you're doing. They got to try to stop you. All right. How many times have you guys allowed yourself to lose time, to lose focus because people trying to get in your head, people trying to make you react to them? All right. It's been times where I reacted to people and I done spent the whole afternoon being frustrated where I could have been looking things up or bettering myself or improving myself somehow. But instead, I'm focused on these weirdos who don't want to leave me alone for whatever reason. And it's like the same thing has happened everywhere I went. So it's like you have to come to a conclusion. It's like you go here, you don't want it to happen, it happens. You go to a new place, you don't want it to happen, it happens. You try all types of mind techniques and all types of law of attraction stuff, but these people still keep popping up. All right. So since they keep popping up, basically what we have to do is just ignore them. All right, since light attracts darkness, and these people are going to want to try to get your attention, they're going to want to try to get your energy, and when you ignore them, the harder they go, the more they try to do it, the more you just stay focused on yourself. And as simple and plain as that sounds, it's pretty much it. Okay. And I've had people try to tell me, like, oh, you have attention this or you have attention that. No, 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 no. It's just them. No, 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 no. It's them gaslighting. Because how are you going to try to tell somebody that they can't focus on themselves or they can't pay attention when it's people constantly like trying to get the person's attention? And it's like people don't want to admit that our attention is more valuable and that people are constantly trying to get our attention because it's an ego trip for them because ain't nobody trying to get their attention. So people won't admit that people are trying to do that to you. You could go to people all day and be like, yo man, people are trying to steal my attention, try to steal my focus, and trying to steal my energy. I don't know what it is. It's like, what is it? And people, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see that. I don't even know. I haven't experienced. I haven't experienced that. So if I haven't experienced that, it can't possibly have happened to you. Okay, you're definitely not the person I should be talking to this about. Let me go to God. Let me go to somebody who has some experience on these types of things. All right, maybe look it up. Okay, let me look it up on YouTube or something. But yo, it's rough when all you want to do is just be left alone, and you have people constantly trying to, and it's not even for anything purposeful. It's just so you look at them and they can look away, and they can act like they're focusing. They want to be you so bad. All right, they want to be you because before they try to take your attention, what were you doing? Focusing on yourself, focusing on your mission. These people see you locked in. All right, they see you have a pristine focus. All right, you're locked in on everything that you're doing, whether it's riding a bike, whether it's driving your car, whether it's cooking a salad, or preparing a salad or something, or making your lunch, or clocking in, or whatever it is, picking up trash, whatever it is, cleaning a window, depositing money at the bank. Like people are always gonna be watching y'all like white on rice. It's like they're watching TV or a movie. All right. It's because you guys have a higher level energy and you attract a lot of people. Because when you're chosen, you have the God energy, you have that good energy. All right. And people are going to be drawn to it. But it draws a lot of negative people to it because they wish that they were the ones who had that type of energy. They wish they were the ones who had people watching them, paying attention to them, worried about them, but it's all for vanity. All right, they want it for vain purposes. All right, because it happens to us, and we're not even out there in public acting like a celebrity. We're just out there doing what we normally do, going about our day. If it was them, with the type of egos that they have, they'd be out there raising their hand and having people take pictures of them and, oh, please, no pictures, or whatever the heck they say. Like they would let it go to their head. It don't even go to our head. We just accept it. But the only time it does go to our head is when people don't leave us alone about it. All right, we know it's something special about us. Y'all don't gotta act crazy about it. All right, we know we're different. We know we have a positive aura. We got a positive vibe. We know we have real good energy and it attracts a lot of people. All right, whether it be good or bad. Okay, we know that. But the thing is, once you don't let these people bother you, and once you don't allow their negativity to get to you, they just become regular people. They lose their power. That's why they have to go harder. Because imagine having so much power over someone that's so strong. Okay, imagine having power over someone that is so strong and so powerful, and you feel their energy, and it's like they're a sleeping giant. They just haven't woken up yet. and then now you don't have power over that person because they woke up. Don't nobody want people that sleep to wake up. That's the whole thing. They want your behind to stay asleep. They want your behind to stay asleep, you know? And once you wake up and start to see and realize that you have the power and that they're weak and all they are is just a fool, they're just going to be a fool to you. Somebody trying to copy, somebody trying to get attention, somebody trying to get your focus like a little kid. All right, they're like little kids. They have no no sense of maturity, you know, and they don't have a purpose. When you have a purpose, that gives you a sense of maturity, because it's like, okay, you know, you want to be seen a certain way because you want to be something, so you carry yourself a certain way. You walk in those footsteps of being what it is you want to be. So you're focused. You're like, okay, I'm going to be this. I'm going to do this, and your mind is set on that. So wherever you're going, that's going to pop into your mind. You're going to be focused on that more than other people, because people already been ignoring us anyway. And that's the thing that makes it so freaking weird. When we were trying to entertain people, and when we weren't awakened to our true power, when we were still trying to be in everybody's face and, hi, hello, will you be my friend, when we were still naive and letting people play us and letting people do us dirty and just letting the world walk all over us and just being too nice to people, right? All right, talking to every person, having people play mind games with you, all right, look at you the whole entire time, and then when they get close up on you, not even say anything and just ignore you and walk past you. Or people walk past you and not even say nothing, act like they don't see you. How about that? People have been ignoring us and acting like they don't see us for our whole life. All right, that's how I felt. I know you guys have felt that way. I don't know if you guys have felt that way, but if you're watching my channel, I'm sure you have. People have been ignoring us our whole life. No matter where we go, people act like they don't see us. And then as soon as we want to pay attention to ourselves, the whole world want to get in our eyesight. Make it make sense. All right, that math ain't mathing. All right, but that's how that's how you know. I like that saying. That math ain't mathing, but that's how you know your attention is worth something. That's how you know that you're a lot more valuable than people will try to let you know. All right, they'll try to paint the picture and give you a perception that you don't mean anything and that you're no different than anybody else. But the thing is, if here's where they mess up at, and this is how you know when you're chosen and you're different. Here's where they mess up at. If we're no different than anybody else and we're not special, right? And how come y'all ignore us and downplay us and treat us like we don't even like we don't mean anything? Because if we're no different than anybody else, when we get around people, how come we notice different treatment? If we're no different and we're not special, how come people act like we're not there? If it's nothing great about us, right? If we're no different and no special, if we're not special and no different than anyone else, how come y'all treating us like that? Like how come the way y'all treat us is different than everybody else? If we're not different than everybody else, how come we get treated different? So when you know you get treated different and you recognize other people receiving other treatment than yourself, and then when you get gaslighted about it, you know off the rip, you know God has something you have something special to do with God, and God has something special to do with your life. You know it's something sacred about you. Okay, you know you are sacred. Okay, you are a sacred person. All right, you are a sacred spirit. All right, you have a sacred spirit. When people are treating you different and everybody else gets treated the same. And then when you get around people, it's like, we kind of like you. We really like everybody else, but we like you. We like you, but we like it. We like all you guys, but we like you. And it's like you just notice that it's different, and it's like, okay, that's cool, understandable, but then it must be something special about me. If it's not something special, it must be something. It's something. If it's not something special, it's something different. And whatever that different thing is, we had to find it out. And once we found out we were elected. We found out we were chosen. We found out God brought us here for a reason. We found out that God has a special purpose for us. Okay, we found out that they didn't really love us like that because God loved us all like that. All right, and that's the thing about it. God loves the crap out of us, and he appreciates us, and he wants us to succeed. And when they don't care about us, and when they don't want nothing to do with us, God's always there, And people will always act weird, but God will always be the same. God will always be the same. He'll never change. Pardon me, y'all. But no matter how, right? No matter how much these people will try to be weird and try to get in your face and try to get your attention, just like they're a little kid. When you learn to not let it bother you, a lot of good things are gonna happen. Like I used to freak out. Stuff used to make me freak out, man. And I used to get upset, used to get frustrated. I would be getting mad at these people because it's like, yo, why won't you just leave me the heck alone? Like I would be so mad because it's like you can't hit them because you look like the bad person and you go to jail, or you look like the person that's in the wrong if you get into an argument with them, because what they're doing is trying to get at you on a psychological level, and they're trying to spread negativity and get into your head and make you feel bad because they're upset that you got this good energy. They're upset that you feel good all the time. They're upset that it seems like your life is always perfect, always good things are happening to you. They see good things happening to you. They see how people react to you. They see how people treat you, and then they come to getting jealous. And then now, because you have all these good things in your life, they want to make you suffer for it. They want to make you suffer because God has his hand on your life, right? But don't let them do that. All right. I used to let these people get to me. I used to let them allow me to make me upset. I used to allow these people to make me mad, and it would mess up a lot of things for me because I just didn't understand why, and I couldn't understand why so many people. It felt like why so many people were out to get me, and then I would try to talk to people about it, and they would tell me that I was the problem, and they would be like, it's you're the problem, you're causing these problems for yourself, you're causing issues for yourself. And I would try to tell them, I'm like, I'm not doing anything, all I'm doing is going there and just doing my job, or going there and just being there. And people are trying to like get me upset, trying to get me mad, trying to bother me, frustrate me, stuff like that. And I'm not doing anything to anybody. So once I found out that you could just ignore a lot of stuff and you could just not pay attention to a lot of stuff, no matter how hard people try to get you to pay attention to it, or no matter how hard people try to get you to focus on it, I know it's weird. All right, I know these people are crazy. It's like, yo, why won't they just leave me alone? But ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Don't allow it to bother you. You have to get to a point. It's going to take time, but you will get to a point where it doesn't bother you. And when it doesn't bother you, it's like you're on the next level. It's like you're on military status. All right, because the level of focus that you have to have as a chosen person is incredible. All right, it's very. You have to have an incredible amount of focus because it is so much trying to get your attention. Like when I step outside, the same vehicles like will do the same things, trying to get in my head, trying to bother me, trying to get me to focus on them, trying to make me feel like I'm always being watched, or like somebody, like I'm unsafe or something. And I pray about it, and I pray the negativity off, and I always am able to find peace. I always bring my mind back to a peaceful place. But it wasn't that easy at first. All right, it wasn't that easy at first. I'm like, yo, why does it seem like people are trying to get in my head? Why does it seem like the same car has been following me? Why does it seem like this same company vehicle has been following me? It's because it has, all right? And because they're a lot more worried about you than normal, all right? These people are a lot worried about you than normal, all right? They're too focused on you. They're too focused on the type of person that you are. They're too focused on your world. They're too focused on what's happening to you, for you, all right? They're watching everything. All right, they want to keep close tabs on you. All right, they want to know who you're dating, where you're going out to eat. all right, where you're going to when you go to the store, what time you do it. They have nothing else better to do but make you their occupation. They're preoccupied with you guys. All right. And as frustrating as it is, we have to just let it go. And the less we pay attention to it and the less we give it energy, the more it's not going to exist, even if it's there. All right, even if they're trying to get your attention, even if they're trying to frustrate you, even if they're trying to upset you, it's not going to bother you, because you're going to be your first thing your mind is going to do is going to go to something else. And that's what has helped me. The first thing I do is I just immediately put my mind on something else. If I'm walking, or if I'm in a car, or if I'm doing something, or if I'm whatever I'm doing, if I'm out and people are trying to unnecessarily try to get my attention, to get my focus, like, okay, it's different when you see somebody. When someone walks past you, you have to see them. All right, you have to see. I can't not see you when you walk past me. But when I'm doing something and you're purposely just trying to keep getting my attention and keep getting my attention for no reason other than to just be a pest, or just be a narc, or just steal energy, or try to get a reaction, right? Then I don't have to pay attention to that. I can ignore that. I could go about my day. That's nothing that I have to lose energy dealing with, right? And you'll get over it, okay? And like they'll have less power. They'll become less powerful. They won't be able to affect you that much. And what they're going to do is they're just going to get weaker, and you're going to continue to get stronger. The more they keep trying to bother you, and the more they keep trying to get in your head, the more your mind is going to figure out ways to just cancel that stuff out. All right, you're going to cancel it out, and you're going to be able to find peace, right? And your mind is just going to be able to focus on different things. Like the one thing that helps, this is what I was trying to get back to. One thing that helps is that as soon as they try to do something weird, or as soon as they try to steal your attention, immediately focus on something different. All right. And when you take your mind off of them and you put your focus on something else, and they're left focusing on you and just worrying about you, they're going to see that, and they're just going to leave. It's like, I've noticed that when they try to get your attention and when they try to get you to focus on them, they'll just like, and you look at them and then look away and focus on something else. They'll just be stuck there staring at you, and then after a minute they'll hurry up and leave. Like, they'll just pull off like like real fast. If they're in a car, or if they're doing something else or walking, they'll just like hurry up and get away from you. And that's what works, right? As soon as they try to steal your attention, as soon as they try to get in your head, just focus on something else. Pay attention to something different, and it'll distract you from their negativity. It'll focus your mind on something else. All right, it sounds basic as heck. All right, it sounds like common knowledge, common sense, but it helps me. And this is something that I've been doing recently, and I'm not. These people can't bother me anymore. All right. Another thing that I do besides, but I just want to touch on some more things with that real quick. Really, when they're trying to steal your attention and they're really trying to get you to focus on them, is when you switch your mind to something else. That really does help, and it'll take your mind off of them, and you'll be able to find your peace. You'll be able to find peace of mind. You'll be able to keep your cool and keep your calm, and you'll be able to remain with your good vibes and your good feelings that you had before these people tried to force their interaction on you. And they'll do it from a distance. They'll do it up close. It's just, I know it's weird, and it can make you feel uncomfortable. All right, it's very uncomfortable to have people copy you, and as soon as you walk to the end of the street, they're at the end of the street. As soon as you drive to the end of the street, they drive to the end of the street. It's weird to have people watch you so much and be so possessed and so on a lower frequency that they'll allow themselves to be used by the enemy and try to torment other people and try to get in other people's heads by copying them and mimicking their movements. All right. And people will act like this stuff isn't real. People act like these things don't happen, but they do. All right. Another thing that helps me is focusing on something that I really enjoy, focusing on something that I love so much, like sitting down, relaxing, getting my feet rubbed. Okay, I love going to the little salon or whatever. Hey, don't judge me. I like going to the salon, getting my feet rubbed. You know what I mean? It's relaxing. You know, or I love going out and having me a good cheesesteak and some fries, or going out and eating some real good food, or if I go to a fancy restaurant, or going to a basketball game and actually going to the game and sitting at the court side, or going out in nature and chilling and watching the birds and watching the sunrise, or watching a sunset, something that I really enjoy, that I take my mind off of them and take my mind away from them. They could be right there in your face trying to do some negativity. You focus on, it could be, hey, shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. I was trying to think of everything else other than this, but it is what it is. Over here on this channel, you could think of a beautiful lady. If you're a guy and if you like ladies, think of a beautiful lady, man. These people, man, if you think of a beautiful lady, these people won't. They won't even. I can't even talk. They won't be able to get in your head. You focused on that beautiful lady that you like so much. Or if you're a lady, focus on the handsome guy. All right, these people trying to get in your head and follow and copy and stalk. Focus on a handsome man, or focus on the man of your dreams. Okay. But nah, seriously, focus on someone that'll take your mind off of these people, whether it be a handsome man if you're a lady, or a beautiful woman if you're a man. Focus on something that takes your mind off these people. Could be a nice car, could be a nice home, and that's another thing. That's why it's so demonic. And that's how you know it's the enemy. Because when you focus on nicer things, it could be a beautiful person. It could be, but when you focus on nicer things and better things and imagine more wonderful things than focusing on, these people are trying to bother me, these people are trying to get in my head. Imagine when people are trying to get in your head, you're focusing, taking yourself on a $90,000 vacation somewhere in Tahiti or the Bahamas or Winnebago, all these little fancy places you hear people talking about on TV with the cardboard background in the background because it's just TV. You could actually go there. But the thing is, when people are trying to bother you and upset you and get you mad, if you keep focusing on that, you won't. You're just going to get more people to get you mad and get you upset. And that's the trick of the enemy. They play on the fact that you don't know how to use your mind. All right, let's get into it. They play on the fact that you don't know how to use your mind. And depending on your level of consciousness and your awareness, just like in the Matrix, the agents are going to be able to pop up in your reality. Okay, so when these agents try to pop up in your reality and you don't pay them any mind, you don't focus on them, you focus on better things, you focus on good things, you focus on great things, you focus on godly things. All right, you can focus on God too. You can focus on some Bible scriptures, some Bible verses, anything to take your mind off of these people. All right, anything good, anything positive, anything other than the BS they're trying to put you through. If you could take your mind off that and put it on anything else, they lose their power. They lose their power, y'all. And this is how you keep your cool around fools, because these people are losers and they're trying to bring other people down because they're unhappy. Their vibration is low. They feel bad about themselves. They might even hate themselves. All right. Some of these people are walking around with self-hate. And when they see somebody that loves themselves, and they see you're not on the I hate myself frequency, they got to try to make you hate yourself because you don't. All right, you done worked past that. Everybody hates themselves at one point or another, but you either let it settle in you and fester and become you, and you become self-hatred, or you move past it and you overcome it and let it go, and you become self-love. You become self-loving. You become more loving and able to be loved. Okay? That's what I said. I said I could be more loving. I'm a roll with that. I could be loved more. I'm a roll with that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with that instead of hating myself, because hating myself is not going to do anything. All right, when you hate yourself, you don't feel good about yourself. When you hate yourself, you hate yourself and you hate everything and everyone around you, and that's not good. That's not healthy. You're mentally ill. If you were sick and you had a cold, you would do something to get better. You'd get some rest, take some medicine. When you are ill in another way, you could be sick in your mind and not take care of it. Okay, so you know how you might catch a cold and a few days later you end up sick and not know it, God forbid, because don't nobody end up sick on this channel, because why? I am healthy. But it's the same way mentally. People who go unchecked with themselves, who don't check themselves before they wreck themselves. If you don't check your mental status, and you don't make sure that you're mentally healthy, and make sure that you don't do things like hate yourself and be down on yourself, then you're gonna have that mental illness that's gonna turn into a mental illness of self hate. Okay, self hate is a mental illness. You're not supposed to hate yourself. The heck? You're supposed to love yourself, man. But a lot of people, they don't walk around doing that, and those are the people that sometimes, unfortunately, take it out on other people. All right, you can't hate yourself. When I ever felt like that, I always went home and worked on myself. I always knew it was an inside job. I'm like, okay, I got some insecurities, I got some feelings that's not good. Let me go home and work on this. Let me go home and make myself feel better about me, so that way I could win, so that way I could feel good, so that way I don't got to walk around feeling angry about other folks. And I worked on myself, did some research, looked some things up, and made myself feel better. So I'm like, wow, cool. I don't have to feel like that. But the thing is, the people who are aware, the people who are enlightened, the people who are having, the people who are on a higher vibration, they know that they're able to fix themselves, and they know that there's changes that they can put themselves under, to that they can fix, that they can allow themselves to become better. All right. So when you allow yourself to become better, and you allow yourself to improve, you don't stay on a lower frequency, and you don't allow yourself to be devoured by the enemy, by your lower self. Okay, the only enemy is yourself. People out here being their own enemy. All right, once you become there's no enemy within, there's no enemy without. So once you get to a higher level, once you start to raise in your consciousness, these people aren't going to be able to get to you how they got to you before. They're going to have to try to do something different, and then you're going to figure out what they're trying to do on that level, and then you're gonna raise above that. So it's always gonna be some discordance. It's always going to be some good versus evil. It's always going to be some antagonism. But the thing is, we keep leveling up. We keep learning. We keep getting better. We keep getting stronger. We keep rising to the top. Okay, they try to knock us down. We resurface. Okay, they can't keep us down forever. You can't keep a good person down, man or woman. All right, no matter how bad they try to keep us down, no matter how bad they want to keep people mentally oppressed. Okay, because it's like, why else would you try to get in somebody's head that bad? Why else would you try to damage somebody's mind every day? It's like you want to attack somebody's mind every day. And I understand that people have roots. I understand cars take the same path every day, but it's a difference between you taking the same route every day and you doing something the same time everybody does something. That's where you have to. That's where red flags pop up. That's where you have to draw a line. That's where you know somebody's following you and somebody's stalking you, because that red flag is gonna pop up in your mind. Your intuition is gonna let you know. Your spidey senses are gonna let you know, like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Someone's following me. Somebody's stalking me. I've seen this same thing happen 5 times already, and it's only been 3 days in the week so far. And I know I saw it last week too. I just thought I was bugging, but no, I'm not bugging. This is what they're doing, okay? And they want you to think that it's something wrong with you because they see you're highly intelligent. All right, they notice that wonderful. They notice wonderful things about you. They notice that you're an attractive person. They notice there's something special about you, and because it's something special about you, and not them, they want to try to make you mentally deteriorate. They want to try to come at your mind, because they know if they could get into your mind and make you mentally unhealthy, they know that that'll alter your world. These people hate you so much, they want to destroy your life. They want to destroy your world because they see all the good things that are going to happen for you. They see that you have a lot of potential. They see that once you get your life turned around from where it is, they see that it's going to be amazing for you, and they're jealous of it. Instead of making their life amazing, they're hating you because they see how amazing your life is going to be instead of making their life amazing. Your life is so amazing, and you have the potential to make your life so amazing that people are mad and upset, and you haven't even taken it there yet. And when you do take it there, and when you get there, just imagine how people are going to feel. The ones that are haters, the ones that aren't, the people are just going to congratulate you. But the people that are haters, they're really going to feel some type of way, because people already feel some type of way and you're not even there yet. And it's like, why are you trying to stop somebody and the person's not even there yet? but that's how they feel. Your energy is that strong. Your energy is that good. Okay, your purpose is that meaningful. You mean that much to the world. Okay, they try to make you guys seem like you have no purpose, and try to make you seem like you're and try to diminish your value. Try to make you seem like you have no meaning, but you guys have the most meaning. All right. You ever seen a movie where it's the main character and they play the main character like the main character is not the main character? And then towards the middle of the movie or towards the end of the movie, you see why? It's because the person that they were putting down the whole movie was the most important person in the entire movie. Yeah, and that's the same thing with you guys in your life. In everybody's life, it's a movie. Okay, everybody is their own character or the most important character in their own movie. We get it, but if that's the case, how come they ain't acting like it? How come they're not acting like it? How come they're so worried about you and your movie? How come they're trying to pop up in your movie? How come they want a role or a scene or a script in your movie scene? How come they can't just go do their own thing? They got to be all up in your business and be worried about you. They can't just go off and do them. Why? It's because there's something special about you and they're obsessed with you and they just have to know. They just have to be all up in your business. But that's why when you focus on yourself, that's why it's high level stuff, because you guys are very meaningful. You guys are very purposeful. You guys are worth a lot. You guys have a lot of worth. You guys have a lot of self worth. Okay. And it's like watching somebody that's going to become successful before that person became successful. But everybody knew the person was going to become successful the whole time. So it's like they know something. They know you're great. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to let you know, but they're just watching and just waiting because they want to see. They want to. When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen for her? When's it going to happen for him? And instead of just being normal about it, they got to be weird about it. All right. Some people are haters and they just can't allow other people to live their life, and they can't allow other people to have a positive life. They can't allow people to just go about their day and be positive. They have to say, you know what? There's a target. There's somebody that's happy, not bothering anybody. Doesn't look like they're gonna bother anybody. Let me go bother them. But you don't allow yourself to be affected by that. All right, not anymore. I understand it may have bothered you in the past. I understand those things may have gotten to you in the past. I understand you may have been angered, frustrated by those things in the past, but it's a new day now. It's a new year. You have to develop yourself and come to a point where things don't bother you like that anymore. And I used to get upset, and when I missed out on things, I would be wondering why, just sitting there and be like, man, why did I allow myself to get upset? Why did I allow myself to get mad? But then again, I had to remember, I'm like, yo, I didn't understand that I was under so much pressure. I'm thinking it's one thing happening at one place. I'm thinking it's just something happening at work, ignoring the fact that it's happening to me where I live at. It's happening to me in the apartment complex. It's happening to me in the neighborhood, in the town. When I go to the stores, it's like you have to focus on peace so much as a chosen individual. You have to be focused on peace and well-being and having a healthy mind so much, because it's like your mind is under constant attack, and it's like a constant war for us. Okay, everybody, it's war everywhere, like Bob Marley said, but it's a constant war for us because everybody's trying to get your attention. People are out there trying to stab you in the back. People are out trying to make you lose your job. People trying to make you react to them and some foolishness. People trying to make you upset because they see you're happy, and they see things are going well for you and things aren't going well for them. So they want to make you feel what they're going through. All types of unnecessary stuff. And once you realize that, it's like, wow, it's been a lot of things that I've been dealing with. It hasn't just been one thing that I've been dealing with. And you take it easy on yourself and you don't beat yourself up. You're like, okay, I can do things. There's nothing wrong with me. I am all right. But what I have to do is I just have to level up. I have to become stronger. I have to strengthen my mind. I have to become mentally more tough and more mentally stronger to deal with all the things that I see in my world. I try to talk to people. I try to get answers. There's nobody else going through what I'm going through. So let me do my best, do my due diligence, do my research, look things up, find things out, see if there's anybody else going through what I'm going through, see if there's anybody else resonating with how I feel, and let me find out how to deal with this and go from there. Because early on, I didn't know. I'm like, why are these people acting like that? I'm just trying to work and do my job, and I'm just trying to go out and buy this, or just trying to go for a walk in the neighborhood, or just go to the park, or go to the mall, or just whatever. I'm just enjoying myself real quick, and always somebody had to do something weird. Like somebody always had to be a tough guy. Somebody always had to be an attention seeker. Somebody always had to be a narcissist, an energy vampire. And it's like, yo, if I'm focusing on myself and I'm over here minding my business, and you're supposed to be doing the same thing, why are you trying to start a fight out here at this restaurant? Why are you low key trying to be negative and say something demeaning and say something that would cause somebody to turn to you and say something ignorant back while I'm just standing here minding my business? But the thing is, when you're standing there minding your business, they take that as a sign of disrespect. They take it as, oh, you're better than me. But it's because you're chosen. It's because you have God in you. You're no different than anybody else, but to them you're different, and they desire and they crave your attention. And when you don't give them what they crave, when you don't give them what they desire, when you don't give them their energy that they feel they rightfully deserve from you, then they got to give you an attitude. They got to cop a tube with you. Doesn't matter where you're at. Could be a wedding, could be a church, could be a holy place, could be anywhere. All right, could be someplace where you're trying to get your groove on, a bar or a club or something like that. And because they see you having a good time, minding your business, enjoying yourself, not worried about them, they gotta come and start some stuff. But it's because they feel that they're the ish. But when you come around, you are the ish. All right, you are the ish. Chosen ones are the ish, and that's why people are always trying to compete with y'all, because effortlessly, without even trying, y'all are better. And you're not even trying to be better. It's just the fact that people don't know how to be themselves. You guys got that down pat. People don't know how to be good people sometimes. I mean, it's a lot of good people out there. I'm not gonna say people don't know how to be good people, but people, the type of person that you guys are, you have a good character. You're a good person, and you guys are very high level. You have a high level of good character, and you have a high level of good energy, and people are going to try to compete with that. When you get around people, they're going to try to be the best person in the room. You guys are so good, and you make people feel so good that they want to try to compete. Now everybody wants to be the person that makes people feel good. When you guys come around people and do that naturally, that's your energy. All right, there's some people that's naturally funny. There's some people that's naturally strong. There's some people that's just naturally attractive. There's some people that's naturally charming. There's some people that's naturally funny or witty, charismatic. Everybody got something, okay? You're supposed to use what you have, not try to compete with somebody else with what they got. What you're supposed to do is say, that person's using what they have. What do I have? But people don't do that. People get caught up and so worried about what other people have that they don't stop and question themselves and see what it is that they have. And that's what people are not out here doing. And that's what you have to do. You have to come to that awareness, and you got to ask yourself, what is it that I have to bring to the table? What is it that makes me great? What is it that makes me awesome? What is it that makes me cool or fun, or have good energy, or want to make people be around me? What can I do to make myself be more attractive to people, if that's what you want? All right, because everybody has something. Okay, everybody's got something. All you have to do is find out what that something is. Don't get upset and mad at other people because they're using their something. They're supposed to be a sign. They're supposed to be a message to you to let you know that, hey, there's something in that person. There must be something in me too. That's what you're supposed to see that's what you're supposed to say when you see people. There's something in them. There must be something in me too. But the thing is, It takes a very strong minded person to be able to reach that level of consciousness and that level of awareness to be able to say, you know what? And I'm not trying to make it sound all smart or intelligent, but you got to think about that. It takes, think of, not for real, think about that. It takes a certain level of consciousness to not be a hater, to know that there's more out there. You got to have an abundance mindset. That's high level stuff. All right. Only rich people have abundant mindsets. All right. You might be rich and not even know it. All right. That's another video right there. You might be rich and not even know it, because when you can, when you have an abundant mindset, right? That's high level stuff right there. When you can open up your mind to the fact that, wait a minute, there's enough for everybody. I don't have to stop her. I don't have to stop him. I could be happy with what I got and appreciate the gift, the goodness, the greatness in others. And then we could all be great together. Wow, that's amazing. All right, that's high level stuff. Not everybody thinks like that. You think they do. That's why we got to stop thinking that everybody thinks like us. We think everybody think like that, and that has got us in a lot of trouble early on in our journey, thinking that cutting people slack and giving people the BOD, the benefit of their doubt, thinking that they're good people like we're good people. No, all right, they're not good people like you're good people. All right, they don't have to be a total. They don't have to be a total demon. But there's people out here that just choose to not be as giving or not be as good or just not be as whatever, and that's cool too, you know. But like the people who are just out for themselves and about them, that's not a problem. But when people are hating on others and trying to stop other people from shining, and you trying to hate on somebody because they got something good, and you're not going to focus on what's good in you, you rather stop that person from doing what they can do instead of focusing on what you can do. That's what's bad. That's what's not good. That's what is causing problems. Because when people try to come into your world and people try to hate on you and try to stop you, then you know, okay, I gotta turn up, I gotta focus. And having to come to that conclusion is not something you do early on. You see it as like, yo, these people are annoying me. Or you don't see it as something as that's something that you have to overcome. You don't see it as something that, okay, I gotta focus on myself, I gotta step my focus up. You see it as like, why are these people frustrating me? I wanted to stop. These people are making me mad. These people are making me upset. But after a while of becoming upset, and after a while getting frustrated, and after a while of it bothering you so much, and you wanting to make a change, when you want to make a change, you'll change something. When you want to stop acting a certain way, you'll stop acting a certain way. And another thing too, you'll just keep wondering, you're like, yo, why do I let people do me like that? Why do I allow myself to react to these people like that? What is so powerful about them to make me act this way? Well, how come it feels like they have so much power over me to where they do something and I react to it? Now I'm the one that looks crazy, and they could go off and say whatever they want. Now they look better because that's what they want to do. You guys look so good. People want to look better than you. It's a competition. They want to look better than you. You're the person that looks good. You're the person that looks better. To them, they want to look better than you. They want to compete with you. They want to go after what you have. They want to try to take your blessing from you. But the thing is, no matter how hard they try, they can't. They never can. They're not going to be able to. They'll never be able to do that. So they're wasting their time. So that's why it's high level stuff. All the stuff that you have to deal with, all the stuff that you guys go through, all the focus that we have to have. That's high level stuff. Okay? And when you start to do that, when you start to focus on yourself like that, people are going to pay attention to that. People are going to see that. All right? People are going to be taking notice that you're ignoring all the stuff that they're throwing at you, because they're paying attention to you already, because you're chosen. They got their eyes on you. They can't get enough of you. All right, you're the center of attention everywhere you go. If people can monitor your movements and know where you're going and follow you and copy what you're about to do, you don't think they see you ignoring it? You don't think they see you not letting it bother you? You don't think they see you fighting it? They see you fighting it, and they see you getting over it. Now they're trying to figure out how they can get to you another way. But the thing is, they don't know you're powerful enough to get around that too. All right. So they see that you guys are not letting their tactics get to you. They see that you guys are not letting what they're doing bother you. And all you have to do is just take your mind and focus on something better. That's it. Focusing on something better will take your mind off of them and the ignorant stuff that they're doing. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel better. And you'll manifest realities, because that's why it's so bad to get upset and get frustrated with what they do. Because when you get upset and frustrated at them, it's going to bring more people, it's going to bring more of those situations. All right. And when you do the opposite, when you focus on better things, when they're trying to upset you and frustrate you, you're going to manifest those realities. And it's like, when you think about it, you can actually use them. And that's why it's alchemy. This is why you have to be an alchemist. And this is why it's transmutation, because you're transmutating their negative energy to benefit your life and to benefit yourself. Instead of allowing it to frustrate you and destroy you, allow it to make you rich. You could take those haters' energy and let it make you rich, literally. Not in the sense of, oh, they hating on me, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take the energy from them hating on me, and I'm gonna make that I'm gonna use that to become something. That too. But you literally can take the energy from their hate and allow it to make you rich by manifesting a reality. Because you could take that energy, that moment of them trying to get you upset and frustrated, take that moment and take that time to focus on a better reality, because it diffuses all their negativity. And it creates a reality for you, because you're imagining better things instead of imagining what they're, the evil and the wicked and the mean and negative and the bad that they're trying to do. When you notice better things for yourself, when you notice more things for yourself, when you are aware and you open up to your mind to better things for you, then you're going to have better things. You're not going to be stuck in that reality anymore where it feels like everybody's out to get you. Even if they are out to get you, it's not going to feel like that, because you're not going to be thinking that, and you're not going to be feeling those feelings, because you're going to be in control of what you tell your mind to think and how you tell yourself to feel by doing that. All right, when you focus on something different other than them trying to attack you spiritually, you're putting your mind out into a different universe. You're putting your mind out into a different reality. All right, and you're telling your feelings to focus on this. You're telling your mind to think this, and whatever you tell your mind to think, or whatever you tell your feelings to feel, that's what you're going to draw to you. That's what you're going to manifest in your reality. So no matter how hard they try to get to you, no matter how hard they try to bug you and bother you and get in your head, whenever they try to get on your nerves, focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. They're going to pull off. They're going to go away, stump away, walk away mad. They're going to walk away. You don't ever heard them do that when you don't give them the attention that they want. I'm talking about anybody, male, female. They just walk. I never. I'm like, okay, whatever. You wasn't supposed to. What makes you think? What makes you think you were supposed to? What makes you think you should have? All right. Okay. Good day. But it's gonna help you create. I'm talking about you, yo. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna start seeing better things for yourself. You're gonna start having better opportunities come your way. The things you want are gonna start coming to you, because your mind is now gonna be open towards better things, instead of now I gotta I'm about to go here. I gotta have these people bother me, or I'm about to go to work. I gotta have so and so bother me today, or I'm about to go to the store. I know these people are going to be following me around and trying to get on my nerves. Instead of thinking that and creating those realities, when those people make you upset and you think of something better, now your mind is going to be geared to better thoughts. You're going to be stepping out. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I wonder what amazing, incredible things I'm going to step into. That's what your mind is going to be thinking. Doesn't matter what's going on, what you're going through, your mind is going to start to be geared towards thinking better. And when you start thinking better and feeling better, whatever you're thinking and whatever you're feeling, that's what you're going to attract. That's what's going to come into your reality. And you're going to be having all types of new experiences. You're going to be having better feelings, better manifestations. Your manifestations are going to be coming into reality now, because that's what's going to take up most of your thinking. When you get mad at something, when you let people control you, believe it or not, that's what takes up your thinking. That's what takes up your feeling. All right, that takes up a lot of your mind when we allow people to get us upset and frustrated. But if we focus on something that we like, something that we enjoy, something that we love, and take our mind off of that and put our mind in a better place, we're going to get more of the good thing that we were thinking about. We're going to get more of the good feelings that we were feeling. And if you're thinking about and feeling the reality that you want, like say you wanted a new car, every time these people try to upset you, you think of a new car and feel yourself driving in that new car. You could use those people to get you a new car. You could use those people to get you a new crib, a new house, money. Okay, you could use those people to become financially free. You could use those people to manifest whatever you want. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. And that's the whole transmutation of it. That's the alchemy. That's the magic of it. All right. That's the alchemy. That's the alchemy of it. You have to be an alchemist. Transmutate their negative energy to positivity. And you'll be welcoming these people into your reality now. They'll be trying to bother you. You'll be like, okay, yeah, bring it. You're going to be so comfortable. And I've noticed this. I know you guys are noticing it too. You're starting to get so comfortable around them. It's making them run. They're starting to get weaker. All right. They're starting to not be comfortable with the fact that you're comfortable with them trying to make you uncomfortable. You're now, as weird as that sounds, we had to become comfortable with people trying to make us feel uncomfortable. And now, because they're trying to throw weird energy and we're not taking the bait, now they're feeling awkward and they gotta walk away and feel awkward. And whose fault is that? If you feel awkward, that's on you. You gotta roll with that awkwardness. So you focusing on you being yourself is making people feel uncomfortable, is making people feel awkward, because you're not giving them the type of energy they want. When they want a negative reaction and you don't give it to them, they're stuck feeling negative. They're stuck feeling awkward. They have to deal with that. They don't know what to do because they lost their power. When somebody loses power, they don't know what to do. When we lost our power, we reacted to these people at first. We didn't know what to do. Now they got to go back to the drawing board and try to devise another evil plan. Let them keep plotting. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. It's been another DrewTube special. Okay, I hope you guys grabbed your snacks and popcorn for this one, because this one was it, and this one was lit. Okay, I want to thank you all for watching this video. Shout out to all the new subscribers. All right, welcome and have fun. All right, we in here. We here to stay. I want to thank everybody for commenting, showing some love in the comment section. You know I appreciate that. And I also want to thank everybody for watching the ads, because why? It helps the channel out monetarily. I will see each and every one of you in the next video. This has been another DrewTube special, and I want to say shout out to the chosen vessels. We out.